Well, good evening, everybody. Hi, I'm Kathy with Northstar Prepsteader, and we're on a live show tonight. And I'm just going to wait here for a little bit for somebody to come on. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Hello, hello. Thank you so much. I know it's in the middle of the night for you, probably. So I really appreciate you showing up. Good. How are all the little lambs? I know they keep you very, very busy. And Homestead in the Highlands was telling me that she got a new sheep that looks like a bantha. I think it's so great. Oh my goodness. Really like to be interested in seeing what that one looks like. Okay. So do you have a lot of, hey Nathan, Cheryl, do you have a lot of new little lambs? Because you're up every few hours doing that, so. Your bantha's awesome. Well, that's good. That's good. Thank you, Samson Farms. I really appreciate that. Oh, there it is at the top. So we've got 3 people in, 2. Okay. 2 that are bottle fed. Okay. Well, that's not too bad then. So here's another Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? And where are you from, Cheryl? Cheryl Hirsch, DIY Fun. So Homestead in the Highlands is in Scotland, Missouri. Okay. Are you close to any of the other homesteads that are really familiar? Like, of course, Doug and Stacy, and yes. Cheryl with an E. Cheryl with an E. So, hey, busy little house. How are you? From Quebec. Are you in the Eastern time zone, or are you in Central in Quebec? I think you'd be Eastern, right? Nathan, I know you keep telling me where you're from, and I keep forgetting. I think it's Tennessee. Is that, or is it Texas? Okay. It's a busy little house. What's your, oh, just fried. Yeah. Well, this is a good way to end your day here before you have to do evening stuff, right? Hi, Thrifty VG. How are you? So, from Long Island, Tennessee. Okay, so I was right about Tennessee then. So that was good. Cheryl DIY. Okay. Well, Thrifty VG, what did you do? You said you survived the weekend. Was it that strenuous, or was it the storms, or what was going on for you? Hey, Sam. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Really appreciate that. Got a couple of my wrenches here. My guys, my mods. So it's been crazy here. Just trying to get my younger daughter's getting married on Friday. So it's been nuts trying to get ready. So that's kind of my life right now. Next week it'll chill out and it'll be a lot easier. So, hey Dave at Oak Knob Farm, how are you? Spanners. Oh, okay. Thank you, Busy Little House. I appreciate that. So, yeah, so wedding stuff. Oh my goodness. It's just, you know, and all of the things that happen at the very end where this cancels and that cancels, and trying to pull it all together. So anyway, want to just give a shout out to Prepsteader Bob, and I know he's not on at this point. I don't know if he will be tonight or not, but Scotland Dave. We have a Scotland Dave here. what Prepsteader Bob and the Self-Reliant Roadshow is doing at Bobblehead Homestead, just fabulous, just fantastic. And I think most of you have been watching what's been going on, and I think it's amazing. The gifts that showed up, the money that showed up, it's just been fantastic. So, and how many were able to see the reveal? I was actually wedding food shopping and I wasn't able to see it live, but I did watch it afterwards. So just wanted to give me a thumbs up or something if you were able to see it live or watch it at all. So, oh, that's great. That's great. Was that because the chat was dizzy and you're saying, Sam, was that because so many people were just getting on and just his hours and everything? Yes, Nathan, that project did fall into place correctly because he monetized in 4 days, he said. So how did that all come together? How is that all even possible? I mean, it was just that many people watching and then going back and watching more and watching, I don't know, that's just like amazing. Hi, Grammy Karen. Oh, Homestead in the Highlands. I'm sorry you've been sick. So, but I think it's just like, and they got over $1,100 just on Prepsteader Bob's live last night in 1 hour. I mean, it's just like, oh, okay, the live watch time shot him over the top. Well, that's good. That's it's just an amazing thing. And for those of you who don't know, the Self-Reliant Roadshow is coming to me in July. So when I know a more specific date, I will certainly let you know. And I will be setting up some lives too for that when he's here. So we're trying to get some things together and arranged and figured out. So, okay, wow. Sam is saying that most of Bobblehead Homestead subs came over and the Self-Reliant Roadshow, or to the Self-Reliant Roadshow live stream. And that Jeff has a pool of crazy dedicated subs. Yes, he does. How long has he been a YouTuber? How long has he had his channel? Does anybody know? Because that would be, I mean, he does have a following. It's just crazy. But he doesn't have like 400,000 people, you know, like maybe Doug and Stacy or something. But so, yeah. Okay, he's just so loved by his subscribers. Yeah. For 2 years. It's amazing what he's done in 2 years. But he's got that kind of just like, just carefree, you know, just personality that's just like whatever. And he's just happy about life right there and whatever is going on. So it's just amazing. So maybe 3 years. You found him on steemit.com when you first got his 5. Okay, so you've been following Sam from the beginning with that. Hi, getting started on homesteading. How are you? He blew up when gave him Grumpy Bob the cat. Oh, okay. So his animals have really kind of helped him sell it then. But it's just amazing what has happened. His house looks so great. And it's comforting to know that there's going to be a lot of people there that will be able to finish all the stuff in his house, finish the trim, finish all that stuff. And I think that's going to be great. Oh, Out in the Country channel. Okay. Okay. Thanks. I was wondering what the OITC was, but okay. So Jeff is exactly the same in person as well. He's a really cool. Oh, so Nathan, you've been able to get to meet him then at maybe one of the meetups or something. So Out in the Country. I know I subbed them, but I'm trying to remember. That's not the Peppers, is it? So, Papa Pepper. Um, yeah. Yep, he is. Davey is a soft-spoken guy. So, yeah, I put out a video this morning of what I did a few days ago in the garden and got things kind of up and running and everything. It's just been rainy and cold here. Last night we got down to about 34 degrees. So I think in eastern Minnesota there was some snow, I believe. And it's just been really, really chilly. Today was just about at 60, but I keep looking outside. My garden is right out there, so I can see it in my line of sight. So that's why I keep looking that way. Sorry. Should be watching you guys instead. Anyway, so I did get outside a little bit, but we're still going to have some days in the 40s this week, and it's still too cold to plant. I'm just worried about things just not doing very well. So, oh, okay, Sam. Doug and Ashley with kids Bella and Maverick. Very nice. And okay, so is out in the country, are they in Arkansas then also? So, oh, Cheryl, okay. I'm sorry about that. Well, it's hard when both people have to use it, right? Oh, yay, Dave, thanks. 9 people, 9 thumbs. Yay. Oh, Cheryl had to leave, so 10 thumbs. Nice. Hi, Whitetail Hollow Acres. How are you? Okay. Did you freeze last night? Because I know we were under a frost warning. And we are now under a really high wind warning until, what's today, Monday? Till Wednesday morning. So even putting the plants out when we're going to have super high winds, it's like we just can't quite get a break here. Busy little house, I know it's kind of a tough time, and I'm sure you're getting ready to dinner. But oh, Sam, I'm sure you have been melting. Yeah, I end up melting in the high 80s too. So we're actually getting a spring, but it's just late. So you know. You like my water collection? All right. Well, that's kind of the one thing I really wanted to get going and talk about today. So, oh, they're up in northern Michigan. Okay. Are they in the UP then? They're 40 at night. Oh, wow, Dave, you had warm today. So, anyway, the rainwater, I can't believe, I mean, it was just like not even a 6-minute video, but I got the most comments on that video that I have for any other video that I've done. And of course, I haven't been going that long. I've only been up for like 5 months, but you know, and I have, I don't know, 40 or 50 videos, but that one has gotten more comments than anything else. And some of the comments were amazing. I was just like kind of blown away in the way that the government regulations in especially California and Oregon, they're getting crazy rain out there right now, and it's illegal for them to have any type of rain catchment. They can't even do what I was doing. It's just a bucket under a downspout. Otherwise, they get fined $1,000. It's illegal for them to do that, and I just it's just crazy. And and Oregon is it's illegal for them to do it too. They I don't know. I mean, if we had that here, that would be crazy. And I understand in the middle of a drought that things have to be regulated, and so people aren't taking like half-hour showers and all this kind of stuff. But in California, and I think this is Southern California, I'm not sure. I think it was Fishes and Loaves that was telling me that in Southern California that they are allowed 55 gallons a day per person, and so you can either take a shower or wash clothes, but then that also is, you know, all your plumbing and toilet flushing, washing dishes, everything else. And so if it's pouring out and raining out and the rain is coming down, it's illegal for them to even catch it in a bucket. So I'm just like, it's insane. It really is. Yeah, you can't collect. That is, Dave. It's crazy that the little bit that they would collect off their roofs compared to what falls everywhere on the land and everything is really, it's not going to affect the aquifers in the end that much at all. And so so you can't drink rainwater in New Hampshire. Okay. So Sam says, in the county we live, they don't care where your water comes from, just where it goes. Well, that's good. Have to have a septic, no gray water or other alternative systems. Okay. I don't know what our gray water policy is here. I live in a smaller county out in western Minnesota, so our laws are a little bit more lax than closer to Minneapolis. But I mean, we still have things, and I have a well. It's an old one, so I'm just keep praying that it's going to hold on here for me. But in the meantime, being able to collect the water has been great. Okay. Getting started in homesteading. Yeah, when you're out working in 90-degree weather and it's like, you just, and Cheryl, you're right. The rain is free. It is crazy. It's just like, it's coming down in buckets from out there. And I don't know. It's, you know what? Busy little house. It's, so Sam, hold on. Sam was saying someday they'll regulate solar collection on my, yeah. Oh, I hope you're joking too. So, yeah, I don't know who was thinking that was going to be effective or not. So, watering the lawns is one thing, but when you've got to keep clean, when you don't have enough water to keep clean, that's when disease just flourishes, and that's where the third world countries are fully realized that the wells and the water that they have is really almost a cure for a lot of the diseases that they have. And our plumbing has been a cure for a lot of the things that we've had, typhoid and smallpox and all that kind of stuff. And if we start cutting back so much on water that people aren't staying clean and they're not using plumbing the way that they need to, it's not going to be good. So Dave says they had an article, sheep and solar panels is a perfect pairing. That's interesting. Sheep and solar panels. I wonder how that works. So I'll wait till Hollow. Okay, I know that. Thank you for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. And I know when we don't have dark until 9:30 or something, you want to get everything done that you can. So give some shade, makes moist microclimates a great grazing. Okay, I didn't know that. So I can see sheep in orchards. Yep. Oh, that'll be cool, Sam. Some crabapple trees. Definitely a lot of uses there. So, hi, Mimsy's Garden. How are you? Oh, thank you for stopping in to say hi. I really, really appreciate that. Very much so. So, Anna, you take care. I know that you're running and it's a tough time, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. So anyway, back to the rainwater. Somebody, who is it, suggested we move the snow over there. But I mean, I gotta tell you, last year, it was again in the summer when there was a lot of flooding going on and everything. My sister and I were at a Twins baseball game, and we were just chatting, during the innings when it was kind of slow and everything, and talking about the water, and of course trying to come up with all of the solutions to all the world's problems together, at a baseball game. So anyway, we had thought that, we're able to pipe and truck fuel and all this other kind of stuff that all over the United States, and we even have trucks that send water, for different things. Why couldn't we find a way to, when there's areas that are flooding, when you know that the rain is coming, the levels are going up, why couldn't we find a way to collect that water somehow and, siphon it into trucks and whatever, and have it be gray water and bring it to, and just truck it to the states that are in drought to be able to put back into the ground and help their situation there. So, pipe all the floods to the desert. Well, willing to pipe a lot of other things, but even, just use what infrastructure is in place, like the trucking and the different things like that. When there's, severe flooding in one area, when there's natural disasters in an area, why couldn't we, transfer that? We should be able to at this point. Otherwise, so much of the time we just sit and just watch it come down and watch it rise and just go, oh my, and after thousands of years of doing that, we haven't figured out maybe there's another way we can take care of that. Maybe there's another way we could use it. So, hi, God's Third Acre. How are you? So, it's Denise, right? I want to say, hey, Chris. Thank you for popping in for a few minutes. I really, really do appreciate that. So, hey, Debbie. Hi, how are you? I know it's close to dinner time and everything, so I really, really appreciate you getting on. So, okay, Dave, I know that you'd be, with your scientific background and everything, you'd have to capture the water early before it spills over and gets contaminated. Okay. I don't know. It's just like there should be some way that it can be routed around. I don't know. It's for those areas that, especially that flood regularly, and that they're in a flood zone. So, so anyway, that's kind of my I just wanted to find out, if you guys had any thoughts or ideas on that. It's like, anyway, what brought that conversation about last summer was that there was some talk about this from the southern states that were in drought and really severe, having a hard time, that they actually wanted to pipe or reroute the Great Lakes. They wanted to drain the Great Lakes to reroute them down to the south. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like that, first of all, it'd be a horrendous amount of expense and work, but it's like you're going to start messing with an ecology that's already there. And, those of you, especially, Quebec and Michigan and everything, can you imagine the lakes being drained from around you? And it's like, that would just be crazy. It'd be crazy. Mr. Bub, do it. I'll even wear one. I love our design. So what's a mimsy garden you had? Okay. Used to be a good thing when plains flooded. It put silt in the fields and you would get good growth. Since the north has a lot of factories that dump toxic waste, it's not so good. That is true. So, what is Lake Mead? I don't know if I'm familiar with that situation, Sam. So, yeah. Yeah, I know. Minnesota, we've got over 10,000 lakes here. And, to dry this out, it would totally change the ecology of our state completely and totally. So, hey, Danbois, Wilderstead, you're here. Hello. Thank you so much for coming. Makes me think of one of those naval maps I've seen. Okay. Yep. Yep. Hoover Dam. Oh, okay. Okay. That's Lake Mead. See, I have not yet been able to make it out to Hoover Dam. That's on my bucket list. I hope I can do that someday. It'd be so wonderful. Hi, Fairy Tale Creations. Hello, how are you? Oh, Chris, oh my goodness, 4,000 messages. That is crazy. That is crazy. But congratulations to you for making it. I am so proud of you. You've really worked hard to get that too. So congrats on that. So Dave and Amanda are just chilling by the bonfire. That sounds really nice. Sounds good. Yeah, Denise. Yeah. Oh, draining the swamp. Yep. But yeah, they wanted to drain the Great Lakes. It's just crazy. Yeah, I do want to get to Hoover Dam. Oh, I know. Isn't it great to see Canadians in the house? We have somebody else, and I don't remember now, from Quebec. I'm sorry. It's passed right over me here. So, oh, you're young and dumb and use a credit card. Oh, so hey Scott, how are you doing? You riding motors? Are you on your phone on the motorcycle? If you are, be careful. Be careful. So, yes. Okay. Well, yeah, you drive carefully there. But thanks for popping in and saying hi. I appreciate that. So, that's it. Yeah, no chatting while riding. That's good. So, yeah, people's ideas of how they think that we could solve water problems, and I know my trucking thing is probably really wacky too, and not even sensible, but it's got to be better than draining the Great Lakes. I mean, seriously, those have been there since at least the last glacier period, and it's been crazy. So, anyway, you don't want to go home now. You can always stop, like for a cup of coffee or something, and listen. So, because it'll only be another 20 minutes or so, then I'll be on. So, so anyway, this weekend's Memorial Weekend. Like I told you, my daughter's getting married on Friday, so we've got big wedding stuff coming up. It's been crazy, and then we get the weekend, and I'll probably just crash, and hopefully the weather will be decent. I can plant my garden, and Scott, thank you. I'm glad you pulled over to the side of the road. Thanks. Thanks, Chris. Yep. It's getting the last one married off here. So, but Memorial Weekend, I just want to give a huge thanks and shout out to all the vets out there. I know, Chris, you're a vet, and Sam, I think you are Sam. And anyway, those who are vets, why don't you do like a little shout out, just right in there. It's like, I'm a vet, maybe a Marine, or things, but I just want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your service. And I grew up in a very, very patriotic family. Oh, Sam isn't. Okay, but Nathan, you are. Okay. Thanks, Sam. So I almost put you in the service there, didn't I? My dad was a Korean vet, and he was, thank goodness he wasn't over there on the front lines, but he was he was a cryptographer. Sorry, he was in cryptography. Oh, okay, Dave. Thank you. You redeemed me there. So, Cheryl, you were in the Air Force. Thank you so much. My dad was a sergeant in the Army, and so we, he is still living amazingly. He's going to be 89 this summer, and it's amazing he's hung on on the last couple of years because he's been really bad. So, and Chris, you are a Marine. I know that. Yes, Memorial Day is for the fallen. Please honor them. Yep. Hi, Eyes to See Ministries. How are you? And I know that's Tori from California. So, all right. That's quite all right. That's quite all right. Yes, God bless all the vets. I have an uncle who has passed away, and he flew like really, really intense missions in World War I or II. I can't remember, but he's been gone for a few years now. But anyway, so yeah, we've just always been really patriotic. When growing up, every Memorial Day we would go and do the ceremonies and so does anybody have plans for Memorial Day? Are you going to be going and doing like a local thing at the city park or the courthouse or something, that wherever you would have a ceremony for Memorial Day? Just wondering what kind of goes out there for you. So if you can just kind of keep that going. But I have a question, and I want to get some ideas from you guys. I have, and I'm gonna do a video on it and show you at some point. But along my property line, I have 3 huge elm trees, and elms right now, they're just like a little bit of leaves coming out because things are just starting to leaf. But it sets all its seeds in clusters along the branches. And these seeds, an elm seed is probably about the size of my little fingernail. It's just round with the seed in the center. But there are millions of seeds on these trees because these trees are like 75 feet high. And every year they just cluster with all these seeds. And as soon as they turn kind of a beige, they kind of ripen, I suppose you could say. And we get a big wind, and it's always a north wind that comes and blows them all right into my garden. So I've got all the millions of seeds in my garden that I just get my beds all ready, just clean them up, get everything ready, and then I've got all these elm seeds. And so for the summer, I'm pulling out, all kinds of tree starts, everything, little saplings, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. So I've thought about like putting a net over my garden or something, or plastic or something, when it's supposed to be all coming. I mean, it comes down like snow. It's just it's crazy. So is that what you call it, Dave? Is your May long weekend? Is there a specific celebration that goes with that? Because I know Memorial Weekend is a U.S. thing. So you're helping your mother in a town called Bayville, but a field of flags for all the veterans alive and dead. Thank you, Thrifty VG. That's wonderful. And getting started on the homesteading as we're going to the parade for the military. Wonderful. Head to the river to fish for trout. That sounds great too. Cookbook talk. That sounds interesting. So bird netting or a shade cloth over the beds. Okay, I was wondering about that too. I don't know if I just do each bed individually at that point in time when they come down. The thing is, because of our real cold and almost getting frost here and our high winds, the green seed pods are coming down, and they're already landing in my garden. And so I'm just like, and I would like to just try to at least cut down some of my work in that way. So that would be great. A leaf blower. Yeah, I'd probably lose all my soil and seeds too. But fine bird net. Yeah, it would have to be, because they're really small. Like I've got netting for strawberries and things, but those, it's too big of a gap in there. So your maple trees do this. Yeah, they have like a little spinner, right? The maple trees, isn't it their seed pod? I call them a spinner, kind of like when I was a kid, it'd be like a helicopter thing, because when they come down, they're just kind of spinning down from the sky there. Cottonwood trees. Yep, they would do. So where's the, sorry, I was kind of getting behind here. So Debbie, what's the best fish that you're talking about? So, hey, Prep Studying with Nana Benda. Hello from Oklahoma. So, Victoria Day. Okay, the Queen's birthday. A cop-out holiday. Is it still Queen Elizabeth's birthday, or was it a different queen that her birthday? So I'm not sure. I know I have kind of a glare on my glasses, but I don't know, does that help at all? I need them for computer work. So it'll take a long to blow things up and have big bonfires. So does anybody have a state where it's illegal to have fireworks? We used to be, but I think it was only maybe 5 years ago they made it legal here. So we can get fireworks now. Otherwise, everybody was running to South Dakota, North Dakota, or wherever, even Wisconsin, and buying their stuff there, and then coming back here and blowing things up, including themselves. There's a net that I can get from my berry bushes to keep the birds out. Yeah. Yes, Oklahoma's getting bad storms too. Let's see. Acorns. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know what? Normally we don't have a huge problem with the acorns dropping here, because we do have a lot of oak trees too. But last year, oh my goodness, there was something about the fall and the whole weather for the summer and everything, but it dropped so many acorns. I mean, it was just like raining, and it was just solid, and it was everywhere. I'd never seen them that bad. We call them little helicopters too. Yep. Get us. Oh, I'm kind of getting behind. Am I getting behind? Where am I here? Your town, it's illegal to buy your fireworks in town, Cheryl? So West Oklahoma is getting it bad. Oh, well, we will be praying for you, Nana Benda. Are you in Western Oklahoma? Hey, Soggy Bottom Homestead. Hello, how are you? Three weekends in Ontario. Are they 3 consecutive weekends in the summer? Or are there specific holidays for those? Bear bangers and homemade cannons are a different story. They're illegal in Arizona. Okay. Yes, Tennessee is amazing, Nathan. Yeah. Yeah. And Texas. Okay. So Debbie, you're in Texas then? All right, Fairy Tale Creations. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy your dinner. Enid, Oklahoma. Okay. So Okay. I also want, because I started my plants here in the house, and I've had them under my grow lights, which they're not under there right now because I've had them out hardening off. Has anybody tried to grow all year round under just grow lights to have, tomatoes and to have your lettuce and all kinds of other things inside the house, but do it all winter long? I would like to know. So, I mean, you buy seeds in the spring and you try to plant them, and you all know that we don't use all our seeds, so it'd be kind of nice to just like succession plant throughout the year and still be able to have some fresh things in the house. So I don't know if, or do the plants get to a certain point where they have to be outside? They need the rain and the sunshine and everything. Be kind of neat to know. Soggy bottoms in Arkansas. Okay. May 2nd through the 4th, Canada Day and Labor Day. You can blow stuff up legally. Well, oh, Dave, I love your bonfire starter. That was great. That was great. Was that on May 2nd or 4th? Or through there? Was that on for one of those days? Well, Nana Benda, I hope that things don't build as they go towards your place and that you'll be safe. I don't know if anybody saw Dan Boyle Wilderstead's video starting a bonfire, but it was epic. It was just so great. It was so good. Dave, I laughed so hard. It was good. So many years back, before kids, we grew lettuce and broccoli through the winter with a hydroponic system in a spare bedroom with lights. Everyone we knew thought we were growing others. How did it come out? Was it good? Did it work well? Marion, Arkansas. It's about 10 miles from Memphis. Okay. All of you guys, just be so safe. Oh, and Tori, before you got on, we were talking about rainwater, and was telling about some of the things that you had told me actually about being illegal to collect rainwater in California, and you're getting so much. I mean, look at that, 2 weeks of solid rain, and you can't even collect a bucket of it. It's nuts. So where's all the rain going? I mean, are you flooding out there? May 2-4. Okay, May 2-4. So just, yeah, the whole rain situation is really crazy. In the Deep South homestead, all the flooding that they had down there, you just watched, showing us videos of everything just washing away, and it was. So doing the lettuce inside was really expensive. So the hydroponic, is that kind of like those little grow light systems that, because they have those little pods that you put in. I can't remember what they're called. I had researched it one time, wanted to get one of those, but I just couldn't afford it. But there are little pods in there with a light, and you set it aside, and you get a lettuce pod, and you can get a parsley pod, and you can get different herb pods and different things like that. And so they're kind of water based too in that way. Yeah, fire later. Thanks, Dave, for putting Dambois fire lighter up there. That was so good. Oh my goodness. So yeah, crazy Callie, that's for sure. If the authorities show up, there was a bear. I swear, I had to pop off a bear. We knew there was one out in the woods behind there, right? I mean, you sure you saw one? So. The Paragould races. Paragold races. Is that like a horse racing type of place, like Canterbury Downs? Or deep water culture. Okay. So we've got, hey Leanna, that's quite all right. Thanks for stopping in. McCoy's Oak Hill Farm. She only lives a couple hours from me, and we have not yet been able to connect, but we will soon. So Leanna, thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate that. I know you're just coming from work. So yeah, you think with all of us homesteading, all of us gardening, and a lot of brains in the chat here tonight, that we could come up with something with just homemade stuff that we could do a hydroponic garden growing thing all through winter. And I think that would be so great. Everybody should start thinking about that and seeing what we can come up with. So George Ray's Racetrack. Okay. So, okay. Oh, one other thing is, like, I want to find out who was your very first YouTube channel that you started following. Mine was my self-reliance, Sean James, building his log cabin up there. And I found out about him because of some show that had done a feature article on him or something like that. And it was on Facebook. So they did a video and it was on Facebook. And so I watched it and it was like, wow, this is really cool. And so, of course, over the next few weeks, I kind of, binge watched all his videos and everything, went back and all his canoe trips and all the bushcrafting stuff that he was doing. And now, of course, I continue to follow him. But that was like my start of really realizing that there was a channel that YouTube provided things like that as not only educational, but just entertainment. I mean, up until that point, I only went to YouTube to find out a how-to. How do I, fix this? How do I make that? How do I do this? And, and that was it. So, so we got a lot of highs going on. So, yep, been years, but I have been there. So, oh, Leanna, I'm sorry it wasn't a good day on the farm. The weather was good. You watched a lot of bushcrafting channels too. Yeah. So I went from Sean James, my self-reliance, over to Joe Robinette. And then it was like, okay, I need to diversify a little bit. And so I started realizing there's other things out there. And I came across the homesteading movement, and it was like, you guys have just been great. And okay, Dave, that's great. Who's my self-reliance. And I wore his sweatshirt last week. So cabin life. That was because it was about a year and a half ago I started watching it, and he's the only one that I bought a t-shirt from or a sweatshirt. So I know you guys all have them too, but anyway, so I do have that. Busy Little House, yeah. There's a lot of great people on YouTube. It's just, I know, watching TV, I've heard that a few times last night too on things. And I think the only TV I watch, we have like an oldies my TV channel type of thing. It's an ABC affiliate, but it's the only channel I get. So I don't have cable or anything. But so I'll watch like Hogan's Heroes, MASH, things like that. So some of the really oldies and goodies. So the Andy Griffith Show, some of those things, but they're the only thing that are good on TV anymore. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, you guys have just been so amazing to get to know. So Cody, you've been on YouTube for 11 years. Oh, okay. Bye, Soggy Bottom. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming. So Cody, you aren't that old at all either. So you must have been starting to watch when you were a kid. So Homestead Wise been on since 2008, Tori. That's amazing. That's so great. I'm just like a newbie at this compared to all of you. Thrifty VG says she wanted to know about water filters. The one you actually started following does Nomadic Fanatic. He liked his travels. I know it's fun. It's like, okay, if you get tired of watching homesteading things and just about gardening and everything, you can, it's like, I want to watch some travel things for a while. So you just find other people, or, how to build tiny houses, or, all the different things in there. And it's so amazing to be able to just kind of find what you want rather than turning on the TV and just having to be subjected to what they're feeding you, and which I don't like. I don't like that at all. But so so it is so great. Yep. The Waltons, were they doing a YouTube channel? Were they like playing their old movies or their old shows again, or that would be interesting. You're doing a panel tonight for prepping. The channel is Just in Time for Prepping. Starts at 7 Mountain Time, 8 Central. Well, Cheryl, I will try to get over there to see that. I know there are several other things tonight. So a lot of times I have 2 or even 3 lives going on at one time. And it's like trying to catch little bits and pieces. But so Dave, as far as my first channel goes, there weren't channels back then, just videos. That's true. That's true. But so Cody, you're in the 8th or 9th grade when I went. So yes, Denise, I like MASH too. It's great. So I've seen every episode probably 8 times with all at least, but I don't watch them every night anymore. So they spend too much time on YouTube. Yeah, most channels were people's names. It's been kind of fun to go to different names. I think it's more for people's privacy and protection a little bit more too. But it definitely helps to state who you are and what you are too. So YouTube started as a reference manual to fix things. Aha. Yep. Yeah, that's to fix things, and also for me for cooking. It's like, oh, how do I make this from scratch? How do I do that? So I come to this and try to find something. And yeah, it is a busy night for live streams. So you guys need to let me know if this time doesn't work for you. My other time I was thinking about was Wednesdays at 7 Central. So I don't know. Just let me know what works better. We've got about 2 minutes here, and I need to get off because I know there's other channels going live at 7, and I want to give you a chance to be able to see them, as well as I would like to be able to support them also. So just thank you so much for coming and everything. But yeah, recipes, yes. So I think during the summer I'm not going to do quite as many recipes. Winter is kind of more my time for cooking, but I will still try to. It's just a lot of work to do in the summer. Yes, so it's been able to be a nice outlet. So anyway, yeah, if you want to leave a comment later on below or something, just send me an email or whatever if you figure out there's a different time that's better. But if this works okay for everybody, I'll keep doing this, and we'll keep it going. So your pants are dirty. Your cat Lacey is washing them. Okay. Yep. Time to go then, isn't it, Leanna? So, KW, you like this time? Okay. Narrowway Farm, hello. Thank you so much for coming. Just going to be getting off here in a minute here, but I appreciate you stopping in. I really do. So, that is cold. What's cold? So yes. Anyway, we are making do in Minnesota, and hopefully, when I get on next week, I can tell you that I have my garden planted. So I'm hoping that that's going to work out. So, Dave, thank you, appreciate it. Thanks so much. You guys take care, and mods, thank you so much for being here and helping out. Yeah, I think live streams are going to get more and more popular, more and more prolific. It's going to be harder to get to everybody, but I just appreciate you even popping in for just a minute or two and being able to do that. So you guys take care. God bless. Have hope. And I so much appreciate you being here and supporting my channel. You guys take care. Bye-bye.